Alright, what's up, fellas? It's Stapes here, and I have a three-part video. I was asked a few questions by some guys in my league here on how I was able to make defensive adjustments. You know, setting one guy. See, for example, I'm over here in the third cornerback. I just put him in man-to-man, put him in the purple zone, put him in a QB spy. So I was asked, how do I make those individual adjustments? So I figure as many guys as asked me about that, there's probably twice as many out there who have the same question but just never spoke up and asked about it. So I was going to put a video together, and the original video was too long, so I'm just now going to break it up into three separate parts. Now each part goes hand in hand, so make sure you at your convenience catch all three of the videos, and it's going to make your defense adjustments so much better. Alright, so first we're going to focus on the spotlight. Alright, so first and foremost, I'm in a cover 3 zone, and notice Antonio Brown on the the receiver on the right side, he's doing a streak. So his streak is going to pull Malcolm Butler, the cornerback on the right side of the field in the deep zone. It's going to pull him out of the picture. Le'Veon Bell hitting the flat. It's going to occupy the strong safety in the light blue zone, playing the flat zone. Alright, so it's pretty much creating a high-low concept. So now that means the tight end Miller will be able to sit right in between that void that's going to be created, and it will destroy cover 3. So a corner route basically will destroy cover 3 time and time again. So guys who don't know how to make the adjustments, you're at a disadvantage because you can't defend the basic route, and especially if you know it's coming. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is actually the spotlight feature. So first, in order to activate the spotlight feature, you're going to hit triangle to open up the coverage options. And if you ever become unsure, just use this blue box on the bottom left-hand corner as your reference. So you'll probably need it the first few times you do it, first few games, but the more and more you use it, it's going to become second nature. You're going to memorize it. So now we're looking to focus on an individual receiver. So look at the bottom, it says X for individual. So I'll hit X. Now it brings up icons for each and every receiver. So on this particular play, I'm looking to shut down the tight end X, his Miller. I'm looking to shut down his corner route, so I'm going to select X for Miller. Okay, and the box that just popped up, we can actually back off, we can shade inside or outside, left or right, or even press him. But in this case, I'm just going to hit X, as I mentioned, the spotlight. See, it says X spotlight receiver. All right, so spotlight, what that has basically done, it's told your entire defense, if this guy comes across your area, help out, essentially. So basically, you're not going to get abused by one particular guy. So watch X right now. Now see, before he was wide open, and without me moving any players out of position, we had 4 guys actually collapse on him. So there is, some pros and cons to this. First, let's take a look at this corner route. Well, actually, let's focus on the tight end. He's the first guy matched up on the linebacker. Inside linebacker is the first guy who's matched up on a tight end. So normally, as playing a yellow zone, a hook zone, his normal responsibility is to drop back. So he's getting deep, he's dropping back, and the route breaks. So normally this is when he passes it off to the sideline and he gets back into his own zone. But no, look, he's chasing the route over there. So even though he left a huge void over here in the center of the field, so be mindful of that. If he crosses, in this case, the person you spotlight, if they come across a yellow zone, he may leave a void in the middle of the field. Now, the flat defender, most of us will probably sacrifice this. Instead of covering the flat, he's dropping back to undercut this route. And I'm not even sure how we caught that pass. Normally, with that many bodies around, the guy won't catch the pass. Now, the downside to this is actually your deep defender. So his responsibility, he has the deep third on this right sideline. However, he essentially gives up. He passes off his assignment, the deep assignment, to help on an underneath route. So I understand realistically, we would never want to sacrifice a bomb in order to stop a 10-yard route. So now if your opponent is paying attention, he sees it, he'll get a touchdown immediately. So this is what you would do in order to combat that. Now the spotlight I just showed you, it only works on zone. It does not affect man coverage. So if I was going to spotlight someone I expect to go into a corner on this side, I would actually put this guy in man coverage. So with him being in man coverage, he will no longer, you know, ignore his responsibility. Now, keep in mind, he can get beat, but he's not going to just ignore his responsibility. So I'm going to spotlight the tight end again, and I'm going to keep the guy in center field. All right, so same idea. Is just instead of 4 guys collapsing on it, we had 2 guys collapsing on it. You know, the guys, essentially, if you spotlight somebody and they come across your vicinity, your guy is going to give up his assignment to lock down this guy. All right, so it's going to come in handy on those crucial third downs where you may actually spy one person and then you may manually cover the other. You know, you'll be able to get creative with it as you go along. But see, the deep responsibility, on the right sideline, Antonio Brown, he stayed with Antonio Brown. So obviously we sacrificed the flat on this. And the center of the field, I stayed as the free safety. So we only had 2 guys collapse over there instead of 4, and we still denied that route. All right, so that's the spotlight feature. You can spotlight any pass route you decide, but again, remember, spotlight will only work for a zone defender. It does not work for man. All right, so that's it for this part of the defensive adjustments. Stay tuned for part 2.